What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. So today we are getting ready. I have been doing this super glowy natural makeup look that I really want to show you guys, and I'm also going to be partnering with Dyson on today's video. We're going to be doing hair as well, and I am going to be showing you the Dyson Airwrap and how I use it on my hair. So it comes in this super cute little case. It's like a kind of like a caboodle, and there is multiple attachments that you can use depending on if you have straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, fine hair, thin hair, thick hair. It really covers any type of hair type, and there's all different attachments so that you can literally do anything from wearing your hair straight and like a nice big bouncy blowout, or a fully curled like head of hair. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it today, and I'm very excited. I just washed my hair. I'm still on the Way Fine Hair shampoo and conditioner. I find that it's super lightweight for my hair, and as you guys know, I have extensions, so I've got like thicker, coarse hair on the bottom that's wavy, and then my hair up top is very fine and thin and straight. So I'm going to use a couple of different attachments. You want to use the Dyson on damp hair because this isn't a traditional hot tool. You are going to get the best effect if your hair is about halfway damp, maybe like just a little bit damp, because it's going to be drying it and like shaping it at the same time. So it kind of cuts out multiple steps. You can just do like a one and done, which is what is so great about it. So I've been walking around with my hair in a towel for I don't know, probably 20 minutes. So my hair isn't like soaking wet, but they have this attachment here that if your hair isn't all the way dry, you can just kind of rough dry it a little bit just to get it a little bit more damp. You don't want it to be soaking wet, or it's probably gonna take a really long time. So what I'm gonna do is that my extension hair tends to stay a little bit more wet and damp at the root. So I'm just gonna run this through at the root for a little bit just to kind of accelerate the drying process just up top here. This is probably good down here, but sometimes it just gets wet up near the wefts. Bottom of my hair is pretty much a little damp and cool to the touch. I can feel a little bit of moisture in there, so I'm just going to pop this one off, and I'm gonna go for one of these brush tools, and I'm just gonna start by kind of smoothing out that hair and making sure that it gets a nice bouncy, smooth kind of blowout. My extensions tend to be a little bit frizzy and can dry just kind of weird, so I'm gonna go ahead and smooth those out before we move on to curling. And what's so awesome about this, just like their other products and blow dryers, it's a super sonic power, so it is super powerful and makes like the drying and styling process really fast, but without the heat and damage of like a normal hot tool. So it's honestly magical. I don't know how they produce amazing hair products like this, but with this brush head gave me just a super smooth kind of soft look. So you could keep progressing the full head with a brush like this and get like kind of a sleek, more voluminous blowout. They also have a round brush option if that's your vibe, and another brush with like longer bristles. My favorite part is the curling barrels. Now these are really cool because they have arrows that show you like which way that your hair is going to wrap around the Airwrap, and you don't have to do anything because of this special technology called the Killawatt effect, which wraps your hair for you, which is a dream. New addition that they just came out with are actually longer barrels for girls with super long hair, or extensions, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop one of these on. They have 2 different sizes, so I'm gonna use the bigger one on the bottom of my hair just because I want something really big and bouncy, and then I'll use the smaller one on top since my hair is a little bit more fine and harder to curl. What I'm gonna do is you just take about 1 inch and you just hold it at the bottom of your hair and it wraps, and you're just gonna move it up. So good. And let it dry. Once you feel it start to dry, push this button up and it will start to cool the hair. Okay, I feel it cool, so I'm gonna turn it off and then just pull it out. Check that out. Okay, so I know that looks super bouncy right now, but I'm gonna just let that cool and do the rest of my head, and then it's probably going to just like settle and fall. Sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off that barrel and go with one of the smaller ones. So this is the 1.2 inch, and I am just going to start back here and do the same thing for my fine hair. Amazing. So I just finished my whole head, and you can see it's really softening and kind of cooling. And what I love about this is that it gives you more of like a very big bouncy kind of blowout kind of curl, almost as if you were to leave the hairdresser and get a really nice big bouncy blowout, which is really hard as a fine thin hair girl to achieve that style at home. So you guys can check out the Dyson Airwrap Styler on Dyson.com and all about the different attachments and the new long attachments for long hair. So I'll have all the info in my description box down below, and let's move on to makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let my hair cool, and at the end I'm gonna kind of brush it out, but I really want it to cool before I run my fingers through it or anything, so I'm just gonna do a little clip back. But I'm loving how just like bouncy and nice it is. All right, so for makeup, I have really been going for a more natural makeup look for the summertime, and I'm liking this really minimal vibe. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go in with this blurring primer. Love this one. I'll have all the products in the description down below, just through the T-zone. I've really been going kind of lighter on the foundation because I just don't, I don't know, for some reason in the summer with a tan, I just don't feel the need to like put on as much makeup. All right, tiniest bit of concealer, like a very, very small amount. Here is the key to the look, which is cream bronzer, which I use a cream concealer for, and I just like spread it on the back of my hand. And this like really gives this super warm, like amazing effect. And I just take like a fluffier brush and I start to stamp it on. Kind of like, I'm not necessarily using it to contour, it's kind of contour and bronze, but it's really warm. And I don't know what it is, but it just gives you that like glowing goddess look. Super pretty and bronzy. So just kind of bring it across my nose. I'm honestly just like really casual with it because it makes it look more like sun-kissed vibes. Now I'm just gonna set my under eye with a little bit of powder. So I can use a super tiny amount and not go for anything too heavy. Also key is cream blush. And this kind of keep up on the cheekbones. And I'm also just gonna kind of drag it across the face for like a little bit of a sun-kissed look, a little bit on the eyelids. Just kind of put a little bit all over, but for some reason this highlighter just really agrees with my skin color right now, and it gives me this insane glow that looks, I don't know, just so pretty, and it just melts in. It makes me look like I have cheekbones, and I don't. So I'm obsessed with it. And I always do a little in the center of the forehead. It gives me that glow, but how crazy is that? With like the warm cheek, I just love it. Now, I recently got in these little freckle pens, and I have been obsessed with freckles. I just think it makes, for some reason, it makes every makeup look really natural and cute and summery, and like, I don't know what it is. Randomly. You don't even want to think too much about it, because that will make it like too thought out. Literally just like, honestly, close your eyes and just go for it. Cute and natural it looks. I don't know what it is, but I just love the freckle vibe. You could also do this with like a brow pen, honestly. And what I've really been doing is, instead of doing any eye makeup, just really curling my lashes like super intense. So I will sit here for like 20 pumps and just pump them at the root, get them like really lifted. Okay, and mascara. Alright, and then for lips, I take this lip liner in Natural, and I kind of overline. It's like a nude, keeps it nice and natural. It's so soft and pretty, look. How cute and glowy and soft. All right, to finish off the hair, let's take it down. And I'm gonna flip it a few times. And give it a light brush. I always do that after I do my hair. Oh, and it's so big and like voluminous and pretty. Look how effortless. Oh my God, I love it. I can never get this style ever. And then I'm gonna go in with a little texturizing hairspray just to make sure it keeps that texture. All right, so you guys can see finished hair and makeup, and super pretty and soft and just like girly and cute. So now I have a blowout for a few days, so I don't need to redo my hair at all. It's just gonna have this like effortless volume that just looks like I was born like that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.